Hello! How is everybody? Hi, we got so many pals. How you doing, pals?
I'm right.
All right.
That's all right.
It's all right. My name is Jessica.
My name is Jessamine.
And together we are the Jesses. We are going to do some two-prov for you this evening because there are two of us. Oh no!
Get it! Yes! So we will be in all the scenes, because there are two of us. You will be very aware of the fact that it is fully improvised, but we will have a super fun time. And during the break, we asked many of you if you could give us the name of a children's book or children's story that has not yet been written.
It's in this hat I found.
Does anyone hold this hat? We just weren't sure.
It's nice.
Oh, I see. Very good. Thanks for the hat. It's ours now.
Thank you very much. So we're going to pull up one each and see how we get on.
Oh, yeah. So many ideas.
Yeah. Oh, I've got 2 and 1. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Oh, that one's right there.
Get the inside one, the little spoon.
The little spoon.
I have that famous children's story, Who Poops and Why?
And I have the famous children's story, Mother, Bring My Monocle. So, we're going to have you vote on which story you'd like to hear this week. On a woo. On a woo. So for a woo for Mother, Bring My Monocle.
Very good. A woo for Who Poops and Why?
Woo! Mother, Bring My Monocle. Mother, Bring My Monocle was actually, I actually know this story really well.
That's right.
Yeah, it's early turn of the century, actually. It was written by that really famous children's author, Smithers Jones. Smithers Jones wrote Mother, Bring My Monocle. It was a dreary day when little Juniper wandered down the street, wondering who she would find and what adventures awaited around the corner. She eventually wandered a little too far into the deep forest. When she got to the forest, she saw a single shaft of moonlight peeking through the trees, and it happened to land on a singular flower.
Juniper leaned down to the ground to look at the flower a little more closely. Glowing in the moonlight as it was, it appeared to be nearly made of white light.
Suddenly, the flower began to hum.
What? Said Juniper. I've never seen a flower hum before. I've never heard a music so beautiful. Who would have thought that simply by wandering into the forest I could find something so lovely? Would it be wrong to pick it?
Thought Juniper. As she touched the flower in the moonlight, the flower opened up.
And the humming was yet louder. This flower is so beautiful, so unique, thought Juniper. I must know what it is. But in her heart, Juniper was a little freaked out and a little scared, because now the flower had a face. I know, she said. For this is a matter of scientific inquiry. For in fact, I've never heard of such a flower. I'm a very educated child. Said the flower.
Oh, hello! Oh, it took me a minute to wake up. Have you been waiting for me long?
She didn't know quite what to say, as she had been just about to pick the flower right when it started to talk. I just happened upon you here, said Juniper. Never seen a flower that sang so beautifully before.
Well, you see, I wasn't always like this,
said the flower.
Oh no, said Juniper. How did you get to be this way?
Well, I was in my house, and I was a bit lost and discombobulated. And I said, Mother, bring my monocle! She was nowhere to be found. And I searched and searched. That was a long time ago.
And you've been a flower ever since? asked Juniper.
Ever since the incident.
I see, said Juniper. That's very terrible indeed.
The moon will set soon, and I will go back to sleep,
said the flower.
but beware of the beans.
The beans!
Don't eat them!
Well, thank you for the warning, said Juniper. I'm afraid I have to go. My own mother will be calling me soon, and I wouldn't want to tarry.
Don't eat the beans.
And just then the moon hid behind the clouds and the flower closed up. Juniper was very confused at this point. She wasn't sure how it all tied in. But you see, there was someone lurking, something a little darker in the shadows, perhaps. Something menacing. Juniper wandered into the shadow to try to find her way back home and got a bit lost. She had forgotten her monocle, you see, for her one bad eye.
How am I to have depth perception without it?
Oh, you don't have to be fearful, child.
Is that a strange voice from the shadows?
Come a bit closer so that I may help you. You seem hungry. Would you care for a nibble?
Who is that? Who's there? I can't see you.
My name is Barbara.
Said Barbara.
Barbara? What kind of a name is Barbara? What manner of creature?
It's a pretty common name, It's pretty standard.
Barbara, I'm trying to find my way back to the village.
Oh, really?
My mother will be missing me.
You're definitely going in the right direction.
Oh,
I'll help you.
great. That would be wonderful. Barbara, you look so strange. Said Juniper.
Barbara felt human touch for the first time in a long time. Her hands were cool in the night air on Barbara's scaly, ugly, hideous face.
Are you a flower too? Asked Juniper.
Barbara became concerned. How did she know about flowers? What was this flower talk?
No, flowers don't grow here. Bean?
That's very kind of you to offer, Barbara. I can't refuse your hospitality, but I'm not exactly hungry now.
That's just the one.
I'll just hang on to this for later.
I'd like to see you eat it.
Oh.
Mother, bring my monocle.
By Smithers!
Jeez.
What a day!
Isn't it?
Isn't it just?
The sun is shining.
Yeah,
The flowers are all in bloom.
the flowers. Wow.
Just picking them without a second thought.
It's like you can hear him sing.
But not really, though.
That would be crazy. Oh, Julia, my love.
Oh, George.
What days we have together. The places you bring me.
Yes. It's so good of you to come with me to the village where I grew up.
Wouldn't miss it. Tell me about that.
About that?
Strange statue, that.
That's a statue of the village's founder, Bartholomew Hearsay. It's said, but we don't know for sure. That he founded the village by coming to a point where three hills met.
Huh. That's why they call it Hearsay Town.
Exactly.
Yeah. Comes together with you, Julia. The whole world seems to come together when we're together. It's like the rejoicing of the clouds and the birds and the sea and the statues for us.
George,
Julia,
I'm so happy that you're here with me.
I am happy to be here with you. I shan't leave your sight, Julia!
Oh, you.
For the world of Hearsay Town shall know my proclamations of love.
You see it better, can you?
It doesn't work since I've had LASIK. But it's a good touch.
George, there's been something I've been meaning to tell you about my hometown. Why we've never come here before, even though we've been married these 5 years. 5 of the best years of my life, better than any years I ever spent here.
I am aghast at the thought of secrets between us, Julia.
Well, I didn't mean to keep it a secret. I just didn't know if you'd understand until you were here, in Hearsay Town.
Tell me.
Well?
For the color has left your face. And you look perturbed, and I am perturbed, and the flowers have stopped singing, Julia. Go on.
When I grew up here, you see, Hearsay Town was a small town indeed. There were only 10 children at the local school with me. And then there were 8. And then 6. And then 5. And then it was at that point that my parents sent me to a boarding school.
My sweet Julia. What happened to the children?
That's just it, nobody knows. It's said sometimes that if you walk around the village at night, you'll hear them. But
impossible! Is it?
Well, you're a man of science, George.
Fact.
Surely you know more than anyone that such a thing would be impossible.
Julia, I vow.
scientist, scholar, and gentleman, that I shall rid you from the trauma and the memories and drama of the children who have disappeared forthwith from your life. As science as my witness, I know it so well. What you say would mean the world to me. I love you so much.
And I you, Julia. And Hearsay Town will know it. Who's that?
It's only me.
Where have you been, dear?
I went for a hunt in the forest, but I couldn't find any birds, so came back for a bit of dinner. Tuna? No?
From a can?
Yes, please. You know, I love the sound of the cans opening.
All right,
The
you
little
are.
juicy sound as the tuna falls into the bowl.
Just a little tuna snack for my tuna tutor. I'm disappointed in you for not bringing back to the birds any small mammals.
There was a vole, but I lost it. In the bushes.
Perhaps you need to start working out again.
I'm very in shape. It's very good.
You say it every time. Miggles! You haven't caught anything now for a few days.
Miss Morrison, I've tried.
Have you lost your touch, dear?
I don't think so. I'm still very fierce.
But have you gotten slower?
Slower?
You speak English so well, I'm surprised you don't know slower.
It just took me a moment to understand what you meant.
Therein lies the problem.
You,
For you seem slower. Slower, Miggles! Slower! Miggles,
what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you need to pay
I'm
rent if
saying
you're going to
oh.
continue to stay here.
Oh.
The cans of tuna have gotten very expensive in this town. We're mainland.
I'm so sorry, miss. I misunderstood. I thought that you were telling me I was sick. But you're just telling me I'm lazy. That's fine.
And fat. Oh, Miggles, don't be disappointed by the fat comment. It's something that happens to all of us.
What? That's just, I don't think that makes it any better.
Well,
Fine.
why don't you have a nap? Because you do it
No.
so well.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
Don't
I'm going into the woods.
What?
And
What?
I'm going to go hunt, and I'm going to run around, and I'm going to catch so many birds And you'll see my big muscles when I come back.
I bet you 2 cans of tuna you catch nothing.
I bet you 3 I catch it all.
What, the whole force?
They're here.
What? Who?
The tourists.
Oh. What do they do?
Tour.
No. That's such a bad thing. Oh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Coming to Hearsay Town.
Look at there. Stay out of it.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I know.
What if they're nice? That'd be so terrible.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't want them here.
Percy,
What?
let me tell you a little something about tourists.
Okay.
It might seem nice
Yeah.
to come to a
Not
town,
is what you're gonna say.
but let me get there in my own time.
Sorry.
It's all right. I just had a whole thing is all I was gonna do. Yeah, they're not. That's the point.
Go ahead.
It's just, Percy, it seems like it might be good. They come in, they have money,
Yeah.
pay for stuff,
Terrible.
they ask about things,
I hate it.
they want to know things and do
Be
things.
my friend. Oh.
No. No.
I'm not lonely. Not lonely at all hanging out with you, Pete. It's the best time.
It's the best time for me as well.
Yeah. Everything I've ever wanted was doing this.
We don't need other people.
No.
Not when we have each other.
Yeah, you do this.
I never thought I'd have a buddy I could do this with.
You're welcome. And that goes tourists, all right?
No, they're the worst.
Boo!
Boo!
Kill them!
Wait,
Murder them all!
Percy. Going off message.
Stab them in the face, Pete! I'm with you.
He didn't mean that. Percy, what I worry about
Oh no.
with these tourists coming in,
Gotta give you stress.
don't my heart worry. Okay. But what if they ask too many questions?
Huh.
I mean, I'm not saying you should kill them all. No.
Some of them!
No one would say that, Percy.
Okay. Get mixed messages, Pete!
But maybe if anyone's snooping around too much.
Hate snooping.
Hate it.
I hate 2 things. Snoops. And tourists who snoop.
Yeah. Well, we'll just keep an eye peeled for snoopers then.
Yeah.
I mean,
Won't be their friend.
no. We'll figure out who snoops and why.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get out. Don't need any new people here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be friends with that evil. Not while you're here, Pete.
Not while you're here, Percy.
It's me and you.
Me and you.
The smell of flowers are pungent in the evening. But I must avenge my Julia's trauma. As a scientist.
A scientist, you say?
Oh, sweet God. What the fuck are you?
I've been blooming in this field for many seasons now, and I've never seen a scientist.
Well, you are the strangest creature I've ever seen, dear flower.
I'm just very old, so I've gotten very tall.
Indeed you have. May I touch your petal?
You may. Gently. I only have the one.
Strange flower, with just the one petal. Your stamen is great. Says a lot about me.
I live in a patriarchal society. It's natural that would be the first thing you would comment upon.
But it doesn't mean anything, for I am in love with Julia. She's in the village.
Oh.
Perhaps you've heard of it? Hearsay Town.
I've heard of it, but never been there. For I live in this field. I remember your Julia.
You know my love?
I know the object of your love.
That's a strange turn of phrase.
I mean, we only just met. I don't know that much about you. But I know Julia.
What have you know of my Julia? Do not play coy, flower.
Well.
For I am on a quest.
Oh.
A quest that delves into the mysterious darkness of the woods and the strange happenings of missing children and perhaps strange witchcraftery or magic. You are a talking flower! And we should probably be clear on that. That is outside of the realm of my science. For I am a botanist!
Oh. Then it's very strange indeed that you would find me so strange. Sir, your Julia used to wander into the forest many times as a young girl.
Go on.
I saw it myself. She would go to the forest. She would take with her a basket. And she would bring it back with her to the village. I never knew what was in the basket.
You did not pay close enough attention, flower.
But you know who often went with her on those trips?
Pray tell.
A tiny cat.
Oh.
Okay. A tiny cat who talks, I should be clear. In case that would also be a surprise to you.
All right. So, you, a talking flower, saw my dear wife, Julia, as a child, with a talking cat, doing something with a basket, picking up things, but you didn't check what that was, or... Great!
It's hard for me to see into things. I'm a flower.
Fair point.
I'm just saying,
Go on!
if Julia hasn't told you about the forest trips, maybe you should ask someone else.
Oh, now that's vague and a bit unfair. I've come all this way to find the answer to mysterious missing children. Have you information on that, flower?
Oh, the moon is gone, sorry.
Dancing Queen. Miggles. Back so soon, kitten?
Yes. I am back. And I've done it.
You've killed the forest. Well done. I'll give you 3 cans of tuna, you stupid pussy.
I didn't kill the forest, but I hunted
And?
in it. And I had my fill. Don't need your tuna. Don't need anything from you. Just wanted to sit here and gloat a little.
Proof or it didn't happen, cat. Miggles.
A single feather falls to the floor.
Followed by a long stream of cat hair.
Oh, God! Oh, Miggles!
Miggles. Why? Just why?
Miss, you made me feel bad about myself. And I didn't like it.
That's it?
Pretty much.
You are a shallow cat.
Yeah.
You're a shallow cat with no backbone to you.
You're a cruel master.
Am I, Miggles?
Yes. Well, sometimes. Recently.
How else am I a cruel master?
Well, you called me fat. You called me slow. You told me I was awful.
Did I use the words you're awful? I think you're making things up again, Miggles.
You gaslit me? Me, a cat. Why?
You know I saved you.
I know. I know.
You are the one I saved, and then there's the one that got away. And until I find her, you shall never reclaim your original form!
George, are you here?
Julia!
George!
Julia, I hear you, but I cannot see you! My dear beloved! I have found something strange in the wood! Julia!
George, we should have held hands if we were going to go this deep into the woods. I told you it gets very dark when the moon is down. George! George?
Dancing Queen. Young and sweet only.
Julia!
George, I'm scared. George, where are you?
Oh, Julia. I would never forget that nose. Julie, it's been such a long time. Oh, I'm frail.
Miss Morrison, are you all right?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, for the old age you made me, Julia.
You were so old even when you taught us in the school. I can't imagine what age you must be now.
I'm so old. We shouldn't talk about a woman's age. Oh, she's just in front of you.
So, do you need help sitting on a chair, Miss Morrison?
No, I've got it. It's a trick hip.
Miss Morrison, I didn't think you'd still be here.
Really? Oh, me either. Oh, I thought I'd be in Miami. Julia, do come in. Don't let the facade of my front porch frighten you. It's but a cozy home. Come, I'll show you inside.
All right. I mean, I suppose I can't refuse your hospitality.
No, you can't. Not now. Come in.
Miss Morrison, this is such a small...
That's so small. Here we go.
Have you lived here this whole time?
Yes. Oh, this is my cat Miggles. She threw up over there. Perhaps you remember each other?
I do remember this cat.
Yes, well, sit down, sit down. I'll welcome you in. Cup of tea? Of course you would. Go outside, Miggles. Oh, she got up.
You're an asshole. Say something.
No, she can't speak English at all.
Wait, forgot where I was.
Of course you did. Of course you forgot where you were.
Miss Morrison, have you been living all these years in this cottage at the edge of the woods?
Yes.
Ever since I left?
Yeah. It's nice. It's paradise, really. And when the moon comes out, sure, I have all sorts of friends. When the moon comes out, I have, it's nice in the moon. There's a lot going on. Scala go scondaria
Julia! 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 Julia, my dear sweet Julia.
Oh my gosh. You stay away from me!
Julia, come back here, scandale,
George, we have to get away.
Oh my God, what is this?
I don't know. She brought me into her house, and then I guess we're at the back of the house now. I'm not really sure. George, I don't know what's going on here, but we've got to run. We don't have much time.
Quickly!
Percy, I think it's time.
Did you hear that?
A scream. A blood-curdling scream.
Is that a tourist?
That's what they sound like, all right. Learning things, having experiences. God, it's awful.
Look, they're dead.
Well, only one way to be sure.
Oh, what?
If if you want us to have this forever, I think you know what you have to do, Percy.
Yeah, I do, yeah. You should give me a hint.
Make sure it's done. Killing the tourists. That's the ones that, if there's questions and they ask too many questions, that's bad. We have secrets. We don't want them to get too involved. We have a small town. It's called Hearsay Town. We don't want it to. Things get messy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it does get messy, Pete.
You know what? You stay here. You stay here, Percy. Have a good look. Have a good look around. I got this one.
Hey, Pete!
Yeah.
Don't go too far, all right?
You stay put.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Fucking tourists. It's been too long.
He's not coming back.
Good. Didn't want to see him again anyway.
Got any tuna?
Woo!